Now, this may look a little funny for my attic access, and I gotta figure out how to deal with this. But one of the changes we made caused that, and I didn't think about the attic. Our pantry in the default build ended right here. And that was part of the master closet. So the pantry was really shallow. What is that? 1, 2, maybe 3 feet deep? Well, I like to eat. My physique shows it. So we opted to modify our pantry to be much bigger, which made our master closet much smaller. Let's go take a peek. This is the first on the master closet. You'll notice the master closet is not tiny, but it's not as big as it was in the default build. The default build, this wall goes all the way over to the master bedroom, but that on the other side is our pantry. So we made this smaller closet and the pantry bigger, but if I hadn't, then that access hatch would be right there and the ladder would fold down to the floor here, not a problem. So something I'll have to figure out how to deal with. All right, now that we've seen how the closet's changed, one of the things I want to do is check the attic. We've had a lot of rain. Today's a nice sunny day. Why we wanted those windows pointing that way. But we've had 3 or 4 days of just rain. So one thing I've been concerned about is when they ship a house in 2 pieces, how solid is the roof and do you have leaks? Let's go up and take a peek. So as I come up into this attic, I notice I have an outlet for, well, light plug for up here. Now you'll notice as we do a quick first pass of this attic, that's pretty useless. Down low, where it's not going to light up a whole lot, but it's on this little whip here, so maybe their intention is to take it off that wall and move it up higher. I don't know, but right now it's useless there. As we get over here to this end, you can see Foam Guy did hit me. This is Foam Guy from my dealer, not the builder. As they put the 2 sides of the marriage wall together, they foamed all around the inside, and then they also did up here. And it looks like they also tried to foam where they added this wood up here was what they added after the roof was raised. This was part of the house, which is kind of odd because you can see daylight down there. So why did the builder not foam that? The builder did foam that, unless my dealer foamed that. I don't know, but you see daylight there. I'm gonna have to come along here and touch this up. Let's turn the light off. Now we get a better feel for where I need to seal up. Soffits down there, you're supposed to have airflow, so I don't want to seal those up, but we will seal up where it's not soffit. Back to more soffits. So I did take a walk of this attic already and just looked for anywhere I could find moisture, right? Like I said, we had a bunch of rain and I was just worried about something coming in. I don't know if there's a small leak that's a long-term problem, but I will tell you there's no big leaks. I'm not saying there is a small leak. I don't know. What I do know is I find nothing up here that's wet. Everything's nice and dry. I did walk and look at every section on both sides the whole way down, looked at all the insulation, and I looked for anything that looked wet, and there was nothing I could find wet anywhere. You can see there is some floor exposed over there. There's a big section of floor exposed all the way down at the other end. That's where all the insulation was blowing out on crane day. I'm told they're going to come in and blow a couple bags of insulation in. Someone also asked about how tall is this attic. Well, I'm not super tall, but I can fit. I can stand upright. Nails are right there, so I don't know that I want to. I'm probably just going to hunker over a little. But at the center line, it's pretty tall. There's plenty of room to move, plenty of room to walk around. I don't want to spend time in this attic. You can see my HVAC lines north of 44s are down in his basement. Probably makes sealing them better and protecting them from the elements better. But mine are up here in the attic because I didn't want floors, radiators in the floor, registers in the floor, whatever you want to call it. So we put them up in the ceiling, which put all of the ducts up here. So what I'm hoping to do, and we'll see how it works, after this house is done, trim out crew's done, Ethernet's done, I'm hoping to have insulation blown in here that just buries these ducts. Now there is a duct all the way down to the other end, and we can walk down there. It's pretty easy to walk on this center beam. There is, and you'll notice, see, put this behind me, maybe you see some light. There it is. So the foam is not perfect. I'm going to come along and fix that. I've been accused of being a perfectionist and over-engineering things a time or two. We're not going to go into how many, but we're going to touch that up while we're here. Continuing my trek. House is kind of long when you're walking straight down the middle. This is where the main HVAC stuff comes up. The furnace is underneath us. You see the main supply right there. Goes down to the furnace. There is a joint right here that I assume the trim out crew is going to do something with. This side just sits here, and this side just sits here. They're all tied up, see the little knot on it. I suppose they will straighten this out. Looks like Worm from Dune. They will straighten this up, tie them together so that I have air conditioning and heating on the front of my house. But that's the only one I've seen that looks like it's part of the HVAC system. Now if we keep going, there's this little one here. This one I've asked about. There's a register here in the main area. This is right at the entrance of the den. This is one of the bedrooms. See, there's another one right there. Bam, bam. That's, maybe that one's right at the entrance of the den and this one's in the hallway. Don't know. But these suckers are, the whole point of these is to just tie. I'm told it's for equalizing pressure. Well, again, I guess they just take this side, tie it to the other side. Now, supposedly, when you slam the door in the bedroom, you get a good solid slam, because these two ducts tie together so that the air can equalize between the two sides. Okay. And we'll leave the light there. See, right here. Spray foam guy tried to get me. They got me better down below. I only see a little bit of light down there. We'll touch all that up. But there's a bigger gap on this side. Not sure why there's a bigger gap on this side than there's the other side, but whatever. There's not a gap up here. I'm told that some of this stuff is just as I ship the house. It just doesn't work quite right. Wood moves. That section right there. There's absolutely no insulation on that floor. That is my den, and that is sheetrock. So all that blew out. Not sure why there's a 2x4 over there, but okay, whatever. Like I said, I'm trying not to walk on insulation. I'm staying on this middle part here. But that's going to be fixed, I'm told. That's just where, see, it's a little low over there. Just blew out, but nothing looks wet. Everywhere I checked, it's just solid. This is a ridge vent the whole way down the 80-foot length. So I'm not sure how perfect I need to be here, but I don't want wasps making a home in here, so I'll probably seal up every one of these little joints I can find as well. That's basically the attic. I know that what I'm going to do is put, this is a nice long run, you can't see how far it is, but I'm going to take some of those little LED shop lights and I'm just going to put them, maybe put 3 of them up here, just the length of the place, so you, instead of having that one little bulb. But this is the attic. For those of you who care what a modular home attic looks like, this is it. We will be up here again later. Oh, that's a little low right there. And there you go, folks. That's the attic, and I'm going to try and get things on a more regular cadence. Maybe not an everyday update type of thing, you know, like day 174. Maybe I just do once a week updates, because then that puts me on the weekly video release schedule, which seems to be more popular. So until next time, catch y'all later.